Hi, let's look at solving systems of equations by elimination. When we solve systems by elimination, what we are essentially doing is getting rid of one of the variables in the two equations that make up the system. We're going to combine those two equations together into a single equation so that we can solve for x and y. If you'll take a look, you see here how we have negative 2x and positive 2x in these two equations. Well, what would happen when we combine these two equations together is that the x's, the x variables, will cancel out. And we can combine y with 6y and get 7y. So we have 7y equals negative 9 plus 16, which is 7. So when we divide by 7, y equals 1. Now we're halfway done with our problem. What we have to do, now that we know that y equals 1, is put 1 in place of y in either of these two equations. So if we chose the first equation, 2x plus y equals negative 9, and we put 1 in place of y, we'd have 2x plus 1 equals negative 9. Now we can solve this equation for x, and we'll find the final answer for x is negative 5. So our solution for this system is negative 5 and 1. We can check this by plugging negative 5 in for x and 1 in for y in both equations to make sure that they equal their proper value. Now let's take a look at another example. In this example, we have 4x plus 4y equals 16 and 7x plus 4y equals 7. If we look at our x's, they won't cancel if we combine those together. That gives us 11x. And if we combine our y's together, that gives us 8y. But our y's are close. If we could change one of those y's to a negative, then we could eliminate. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to multiply one of the equations, and to be honest, it doesn't matter which equation, by negative 1. Everything in the equation. So that makes that second equation negative 7x minus 4y equals negative 7. Our first equation is going to remain exactly the same. Now we can solve this system by elimination. We can combine the two equations together. We get negative 3x. The y's eliminate equals 9. So when we divide by negative 3, we learn that x equals negative 3. And then from here, we're going to place this negative 3 into one of the equations for x. So if we take the first equation, and honestly, it doesn't really matter which equation you choose. You can choose either one. And we put negative 3 in for x. So we have 4 times negative 3 plus 4y equals 16. Now we can solve this equation for y. So we have 4y equals 4, so y equals 1. And there's our ordered pair, negative 3, 1. Thank you for listening.